Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by Tri-County Logging. Experienced in sustainable forestry practices, Tri-County Logging can help you manage your property by keeping your woods healthy and generate income. Serving southern and mid-Michigan for nearly 50 years, TriCountyLogging.com.
Hi everyone, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. I'm Jenny Silik and we've got a great show lined up for you this week. We are going to focus on a classic pastime here in the winter in Michigan, and that's chasing after squirrels. I'll take you out with some great friends with a couple of shotguns and a squirrel dog. You won't want to miss that story. And Jimmy's got some other squirrel action in store for us this week.
Well, that's right, Jenny. We do have a few more squirrel hunts on this week's show. We're going to show you what it looks like to chase them with a high-end air gun. And we're also going to stop in as part of a community. Really, they did a squirrel hunting tournament to raise some money for their local school. So lots of good stories on this week's show. You stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger. It's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's meat processor and Michigan destination since 1988, offers a variety of homemade smoked meats and Michigan-made products in-store and online. The Country Smokehouse features an outdoor barbecue and bar. Details at countrysmokehouse.com. By RBM Jigs, a Michigan-based company serving ice fishing anglers around the state and throughout the country. Specializing in ice fishing gear, RBM Jigs manufactures tungsten jigs, soft plastics, and much more. Online at lakeeffectlures.com. By AnglerQuest Pontoons. AnglerQuest is a Michigan-based company building boats designed for comfort and fishing functionality. For more information about the 2022 models, anglerquestpontoons.com. By Polarcraft Boats, offering riveted and welded boats for the outdoor enthusiast. Whether you're targeting fish or waterfowl, Polarcraft Boats have several models to choose from that keep you high and dry. For more information, polarcraft.com.
This squirrel hunt actually started a few years back when I first met Dave Bremer, at the time an up-and-coming gunsmith down in the Detroit area. Now, gunsmiths have always intrigued me, especially the ones that can take an old gun that hasn't really worked in years and somehow bring those guns back to life, and in some ways even better than they were ever before. So when Dave got a hold of me to tell me his new passion was high-end air rifles, well, I had to stop by and see this thing in action. So with a few hours to kill on a cold day a week or so back, I stopped in for a quick hunt and to see this gun in action. The fact that he sent me some of the shots through a really cool GoPro attachment, well, made me even more curious. So here we were, going for a quick walk to see if we could find a few squirrels. Now, you can walk the woods, you can sit and call, or if you're lucky enough, you can use some squirrel dogs. However you do it, squirrel hunting can be a lot of fun.
This is Wayne County.
Wayne County.
Yep.
And you're looking for fox squirrels mostly, or what?
Yeah, fox squirrels, because they're tasty.
Yeah?
Yeah. My grandsons absolutely went crazy when they first tried that thing. Now the rest of the family doesn't eat them. My wife won't touch them, but boy, my grandkids, they love them.
Well, as luck would have it, most of our action this afternoon was first thing. Now, spotting squirrels is kind of an art form, and right off the bat we had a dandy fox squirrel without a care in the world. So Dave started to get into position and get a good rest for his gun in hopes of making a good clean shot.
Okay, buddy, I won't.
Nice shot there, young fella. We're only a couple minutes from the truck.
I know. It happens, right? That's what I mean about the gun. Like I said, if I would have missed it,
Boy, that is quiet.
it's me. It's not the gun. This thing is deadly. And I was aiming for the head. I'm not aiming for the body like I used to. These are all in the head usually.
All right, well, let's go see what you did.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Boone and Crockett right there.
Look at that, Jim.
Oh, right in the shoulder.
And he
That was his exit
and
wound
it kept coming through. So he was moving around, so I didn't get him exactly in the head. I got him right there and came through there, which I didn't really want that to happen. Oh well.
Yeah.
He's,
Well, it was a good shot. It was maybe, what, 30, 40 yards, something like that?
Yep. That's what I mean about this gun. And it wasn't quiet, wasn't it?
Oh, gosh, we make more noise walking around.
I know, right? And the squirrels are still all over the place trying to just like, whoa, what happened?
One way to hunt squirrels that isn't quite as popular as maybe it used to be is calling squirrels in. Folks have been doing that for years with a variety of different calls.
You know, I used to use a cork and bottle. That's how I was taught to use one of these, because the old man never bought a squirrel call. He used an old bottle, an old methylite bottle. They used to be square and they had a little mass to them. And he'd take a wet cork and he'd rub it on there, and it works just as well as this.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. It makes a squeak just like a squirrel. And when I squirrel hunt, everybody knows you shoot with a 22 or a shotgun, and the squirrels go away for anywhere from a half hour to an hour, and you got to wait for them to come back, you know. But with a pellet gun, I went hunting with a pellet gun once. I had when they came out with a Gamo or however you say it, and it was a 850 feet per second, and I went out hunting with that, and I found that after I shot a squirrel, they stuck around because there's not that report from the bullet, you know. So I seen this online where this guy was shooting competition with this thing he was shooting up to 100 yards, dead nuts accurate with it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be a great hunting gun, you know.
Unfortunately, we did not have much for action today. This cold and calm midday hunt was not the time of day when the squirrels were moving very much at all, which we kind of knew going in. But any walk in the woods, well, it's a good one. I have to say the GoPro attachment was really a cool thing to see and maybe something to check out, as the footage was really cool. Like this footage of an albino squirrel. Now, Dave says this one is off limits at the landowner's request, so he got a free pass. But squirrel hunting is very fun and can be done solo or in groups. There are also many good squirrel recipes, so give it a try. And if you're looking for a new challenge, try the world of high-end air guns. They are whisper quiet. One charge on the CO2 canister on this gun will last for about 70 shots. The gun that Dave was using was an FX Impact 30 caliber, and it was deadly and crazy accurate. I have known a few guys who really love to shoot air guns, and after seeing this one in action, well, I can see why. Thanks to Dave for letting me tag along for a quick hunt today, and to all those who will be hitting the woods for squirrels this season, good luck and shoot straight. Well, as you can see, that hunt didn't really go as planned. We didn't see nearly as many squirrels as we were hoping, but we had a lot of fun. And that kind of got us thinking about other squirrel hunts that we've done over the years. And if you've never actually hunted squirrels with a squirrel dog, that might be something you want to check out.
We're going to do a squirrel hunt. At our last game to enter into church, we gave away a couple squirrel hunts. And Elaine and Jim Marl won one of those squirrel hunts, and we've had it planned for a while. We're going to get them out and see if we can knock out some bushy tails out of the tree today. We got Rusty. I got Rusty right before he was a year old. He'll soon be 7, and he's a pretty good dog. We got some challenging conditions, a little cold, a little windy, but that's okay. We'll see how we'll do. And we'll cast him out, and he knows what to do. He'll go toward the woods, and he'll see or hear or smell a squirrel, and he'll put it up the tree, and he'll bark. And then we'll go in, and a lot of us have hunted over the years where there's maybe 2 hunters doing the squirrels, and you have the shooter, and you have someone go around the tree and turn it. We'll do the same thing when Rusty trees a squirrel. We'll walk in, and we'll have the shooter, and we'll walk around the tree and turn a squirrel, and hopefully whoever's on the gun can eventually knock the squirrel out. He's a Feist and cur mix, and he's got the long legs, he's quick, his ears, he can hear really well, he sees well, and he uses his nose to finish things off. So to Chad and I, he's a perfect squirrel dog. Now, some of the competition guys you may have seen on the tree, and those of you that are coon hunters and other squirrel hunters, You may say, well, gee, sometimes he comes off the tree a little bit. Actually, we find that exciting. He's always looking for other squirrels. And nearly every hunt out, he will split tree. I've seen him tree as many as 3 individual trees within 30, 40 yards and have a squirrel up every one. To us, we enjoy it because we know competition hunt. It's just fun.
Well, Rusty was having fun out here this morning for sure. We started out with a few squirrels escaping into their dens inside the trees, and then Pastor Ron and Jim spotted one that Rusty had treed. Ron's son Chad was hunting with us today, and he dialed in his .22 rifle for the first shot of the day. It's pretty amazing on an overcast day how these squirrels can hide so well in plain sight. Chad's shot hit the mark, and Rusty had the squirrel the moment it hit the ground.
Rusty is doing a good job today.
Come on. Good boy, Rusty.
Nice work.
Yeah. All right, we just need some more like that. Good boy, Rusty. Let's get some more like that.
All right.
Well, I grew up squirrel hunting. I guess since I was just little, Dad used to carry me into the woods and we'd still hunt. But I guess when I was in my teens, we got a squirrel dog, and that's ever since then we've been squirrel hunting.
Rusty had another one treed, and Elaine was on it.
Ready?
I don't know where it's at, but...
Okay,
Ooh.
there you go. Woohoo! You ready? She goes, "Fire!"
Let's see that thing. Cool. There we go. Good deal.
Right in the head. Been a number of years, but I still got it.
Yes, you do. The next chunk of woods we hit had Rusty going crazy and the hunters scrambling to get a good shot on a few squirrels who were giving them a run for their money.
Go ahead, shoot him again.
Go again, go again. Get him, Chad.
Get him, on you.
Oh, nope, I got it there.
Go into the net. Yep. Right here.
Get him, Chad, I don't see him.
No, he's trying to get away. There's 2. No, there's 1 out still, isn't there? Yeah, I'm on the 1. He's still out. He's coming down the tree. Come over here, Chad. You can see him. He's on the right side.
There you go.
There's like 3 of them in there.
Here you go.
Woo!
One more up here. One more right there.
Oh, yeah. Nice shooting! How many squirrels are in that
That's
tree?
a squirrel condo. I think there were 4. Yeah, red and black.
We got 3.
Yep.
I think we got 3.
Man, those little buggers want to run around the tree though, and you got to run to get your open shot.
Wow, look at this. Did we get 2 or 3 out of that tree?
Right. Tag team.
2 out of that tree.
Nice.
We're tag teaming.
Very cool.
We'd planned to hunt around 3 or 4 of us, and we set this date for squirrel hunt. And the weather has not been very good. We recently had snow, we had rain, freezing rain, and we wondered whether we'll even get the squirrel hunt in. But fortunately, this morning we come out a little windy, not ideal conditions, but Rusty did his job. We had a great day, and the shooters all did good. We had a lot of fun.
Who's bringing home the dinner?
Yeah, killer wife over there.
So the 2 of you won the squirrel hunt with Pastor Ron and his dog, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, I think the certificate has my name on it.
So yeah, how'd that work out? Did you guys draw straws this morning?
No, I had no clue. But it's like anything, she always is the one that wants to kill all the stuff. So
All right.
I'm good with it.
I think she's only got 2 more and she's got to hand the gun over.
Well, that's true. That's what my only hope probably for today.
Yeah, I started squirrel hunting in West Virginia when I was just a kid. My dad used to take me. We always had a squirrel dog. As I got a little older, actually, not even that old, I would oftentimes just take the dog myself, put it on a bicycle, and we'd trudge through the Appalachian Mountains in southern West Virginia, and enjoyed hunting squirrels with the dog. And when I came to Michigan, I've continued that. I've had a squirrel dog for a long time. We got a good one now. And you'll either see that or already seen it, that Rusty's a good dog and we enjoy hunting. And the other thing that we're able to do is take other people out. And it's just a lot of fun, and I enjoy that.
Perfect shot from over here. Aim again.
Whoa!
Oh!
Wow!
Went in the hole.
No.
Oh, get him, Rusty! Get him! You got him! Nice job! Yeah!
He was trying to get in his hole.
Yep. Nice job.
Got my limit, number 5.
That's number 5.
I don't know if you caught him, but he fell 50 feet. He looked like a flying squirrel. We thought he was going in the hole, but nope.
All right, so you're handing over the gun? Is that the
Yes,
story?
I am. Yes, it's going to my husband now. So
All right.
here we go.
He finally gets to hunt.
Oh, geez, thanks.
Well, it's been since, I think 96 since I've shot that, not that gun, but squirrel hunted. So now I would like to go rabbit hunting, coyote hunting, any kind of hunting of any kind of critters that is legal, because it is a whole lot of fun.
You forgotten?
I did forget, and I like it.
Jim and Elaine own MJC Archery Shop in Royal Oak and don't find much time to hunt small game with firearms, but today they were reconnecting with that pastime. Elaine was on cloud 9 with her daily limit of squirrels, and after a quick break, Rusty found a squirrel for Jim, too. The last few minutes of our hunt were full of excitement. This one tree had at least 4 squirrels in it, and they were giving Jim a run for his money with their shifty moves, but he was able to take a couple. What just happened? That was
Hey,
like
look at that. Well, we got a
squirrel tree.
Yep, we got a triple here, and we actually got a single just over 40, 50 yards the dog had, and he came over and actually put 3 up this tree. So
Nice.
there we go.
All right.
Good day. Good shooting, team.
What a great morning in the woods. Elaine and Chad ended up with their limits of 5 each, and Jim got a few too before we called it a day. All in all, it was another good day of hunting for Pastor Ron and his squirrel dog Rusty, and that's what it's all about here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Well, as you can see, hunting squirrels with a squirrel dog can be very effective. In this next story, we're going to show you really another tactic, which is just to slowly walk through the woods on a cold, crisp day, and it really helps if the sun is shining.
All right, we're out here in Byron, Michigan. We are hunting for the Byron Sports Boosters fundraiser. It's a squirrel tournament they put on every year here. We got a couple of youth out here. We got Karsten and Troy, a couple 13-year-old kids that avid outdoorsmen, trying to get them a few squirrels for the tournament for a good cause, and hopefully have a little fun and beat the cold weather and get a couple squirrels out of it.
Yep.
Well, we come along and Nico brought it around the tree and it was right there and we shot it.
Well, it didn't take us long to find our first squirrel. With calm and clear conditions to start the morning, we were hopeful that we would be able to get most of our squirrels in the first couple of hours.
You can go get it.
There you go.
What's that? That's all black.
Good shot, buddy. Those are the ones you want. Those are fat ones.
Yeah.
Fox squirrels are way bigger.
Well, me and Nico were walking down the tree line and Troy was in the woods. We heard him yell squirrel, so we come walking in and I had an open shot. And so pretty much good size slack squirrel. So.
Well, I've been doing the Sports Boosters hunt for the past 3 years, ever since it started. I've been hunting with Troy and Karsten since they're both just little kids. I pretty much, anytime I can get outdoors, I want to be able to take the kids out with me. It's all about getting the next generation, and that's what's really fun about this particular tournament is it's a perfect way to get the kids out there. Being a fundraiser, I'm not worried about winning anything. I just want to get them out in the woods. And these two kids are two people that are in love with the outdoors, love to be out there as much as they possibly can, and they're fun to be around, safe kids. And I think it's just all around good for them to be out there all the time. So this tournament, like I said, being a small game tournament, it's perfect for the kids. They can get out, move around, make some noise. Unlike whitetail hunting or anything like that, where you got to sit down and be quiet all the time, kind of just worry about scent and things of that nature. You just get to go out there, teach them hunter safety, proper way to carry a gun, unload and load your weapon, and quickly, humanely take out an animal without a whole lot of pressure on them.
Yep.
Dead now. I got him. Well, we started out pretty slow and then we caught up. Got like 3 within like 30 minutes. Then they slowed down again. We just shot 2 within 5 minutes of each other. And we were actually going after another gray squirrel across the creek, and then heard the other guy that was with us yelling. So I went over there with him, and this squirrel's up in the tree, and I shot it 3 times before I finally hit it. It fell down, so.
With the wind picking up, the squirrels were getting harder and harder to find, but the boys were determined to get their limit before the end of the day.
All right, it's about getting close to noon now, halfway through our hunt. The kids are doing pretty good. It's starting off a little slow, but we've worked our way up to 6 so far. I think we're 100% on our shots. Can't really complain with it. Sun's coming up. Finding out the squirrels are really hugging towards the trees and towards the corn. And they're holding pretty tight, so if we can get on them, the kids are making pretty good shots, and it's turned out to be a pretty good hunt. Need a few more to get these guys their limit.
Yeah. You got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Got them both. We were just walking this tree line on this cornfield again, and we come up on this tree, and Nico seen the one, and we started getting set up for that one. We see another one at the top, so we finally got set up, and I shot the bottom one first, and the top one didn't move, so we shot the top one too. Both fell, so we got 2 nice-sized fox squirrels.
So we went out today knowing that it's going to be a pretty chilly day. The morning definitely was going to be slow. We were aware of that just because the temperatures were in single digits this morning. But as the sun came out, right around 9 o'clock, the squirrels started moving. We started really getting into them pretty good, hot and heavy. And then right around noonish, the wind picked up, the sun started to go behind the clouds some more. And the squirrels started denning back up, going back to their nest, slowed us back down. But managed to scrape out 9 and a little red squirrel, and can't really complain when you get to get kids like that out and get 9 squirrels.
All right, well, we started a fishing tournament about 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, and the ice was pretty shaky, so we decided that we'd probably end up doing a squirrel hunt. So we started a squirrel hunt 2 years ago, and this is our 3rd annual squirrel hunt. We organized the squirrel hunt so that we could fund some of the programs, the athletic programs at Byron, and over the last couple of years, I'd say about the last 6 years, we've probably donated back about $100,000 to the athletic programs between some golf outings and the squirrel hunt and some fishing tournaments. And today we're going to have raffles. We're going to have probably about 30 teams coming in with squirrels, but we'll have raffles, and we have soup and salad and enough for a couple hundred people. We have 2-man teams, and those 2-man teams bring in their limit of squirrels, and it's the maximum weight of a 10 squirrel limit. You can have red squirrels, fox squirrels, or gray squirrels. It'd probably be best if you could get 10 fox squirrels, but all the squirrels count. And the 2 grand prizes are 2 10-22 rifles from Ruger, and then there's a bunch of other prizes like pop-up blinds and seats and Arctic coolers and all sorts of other prizes.
Events that get kids involved in the outdoors are great, and when the proceeds from that event go to help kids in the community, that's even better. Special thanks to Nico, Troy, Karsten, and everyone else involved in this event for letting me tag along on a great day here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Thanks so much for joining us this week for Michigan Out of Doors. Make sure you stick around in upcoming weeks. We've got all sorts of great Michigan wintertime fun headed your way. I'll be heading up to the Black Lake sturgeon spearing season that happens this weekend in the Sheboygan area. So stay tuned for that footage coming up here in the next few weeks. And we'll be out on the ice and in the woods. If you'd like to see where we're at and where we're headed next, you can always check us out online.
Well, that's right, Jenny. Online is a good way to kind of keep tabs on us. You can do that through our website. We have full episodes of the show there. We're also on most of the social media platforms as well as YouTube. So lots of places you can be checking us out, and hopefully you'll check us out right here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by.
Do you dream of somewhere bigger than your backyard? You can get there with Greenstone. Whether you want to hunt, fish, hike, or just watch the sunset, we're ready to help you own your place in the great outdoors. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com.
By Alta Equipment Company, providing sales, rentals, service, and parts because uptime matters. From earth moving to landscaping and light construction, Alta offers over 50 brands across 7 Michigan locations to serve you. More information online or 844-GO-2-ALTA. By Showspan, producing consumer shows including Outdoorama, February 24th through 27th at Novi's Suburban Collection Showplace. The show features tackle, trips, boats, outfitters, the trout pond, and of course, Big Buck Night. That's Outdoorama in Novi.
Closed captioning provided by Marvo Mineral, makers of Lucky Buck, deer management products including minerals to supplement deer diets year-round to improve health and antler growth.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. From the Keweenaw down to St. Joe, Kalamazoo, East to Monroe, to St. Marie and back again. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hand.